Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. How are all of you today? So good to see you all. Let's see who all is here. Okay, so we have Susie Wilson. Get to Like a Ray had mentioned she needed to skip the live because it's very late where she's at in the world. Alex is here. Shannon Elizabeth is here. Who else do we have? Ethan is here. Thank you so much for helping me with the list today, Ethan. We've got Jasmine Ridley, Vicky Downey, Mickey P is here. Welcome, welcome. We've got Michelle Lynn. Did I say Cheyenne Downey? No, I did not. Welcome, Cheyenne. All right. Yes, we've got Sierra Lavender. Welcome. Okay. Yes, Green for Ireland. It's so funny. I was just thinking that right before. I'm like, I'm dressed for St. Paddy's Day. But yes, Ireland and green go like this. In my mind, lots of Irish ancestors on both sides of my family. Swell Root Bobby is here. Pika Lee is here. And Pika Lee says she just donated. So we will update that list. So depending on how many questions Shannon Elizabeth is asking, maybe almost to our capacity for today. And the only reason that I instated the first 10 donations are what we're going to read for today, and then I'm going to sign off, is just because I don't have time today for like a 4 to 5 hour live stream. Man, I am still getting kicked in the butt with how all this stuff with the summer vacation and not being able to work with the kids home all the time and just trying to balance self-care. Like, I am failing miserably, and I haven't even filmed Monday's video yet, or Thursday's for that matter, for next week on my other channel. So that is just a great indication of how behind I am. Plus, July is a very busy travel month for me, so man. But I have come to the conclusion, you guys, even if I have to scale back for just a little while, I am going to go back to my original Woo Woo Wednesday time slot of, what time was it? 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So we will be doing that for the foreseeable future, but that will be the day for sure, Wednesday evening, just because I do start to get a little tired in the evenings with the kids home and just having all this stuff going on for, the summer. We will be doing the first 10 to donate on Woo Woo Wednesday night where I'm at, might not be night where you're at. That's what we're going to do for Wednesday, just for the foreseeable future, just so I can get my bearings and make sure, because I kind of had this little come into Jesus moment where I realized I cannot keep all those balls in the air that I had going on before summer hit. And because I don't want to put anything on a back burner or on a shelf for the duration of the summer, I've come to the conclusion, with help from my guides, that I don't have to leave anything behind. I just need to scale everything back just a little, and then I will still be doing what I want, but just not on that grand scale. So I'll still get a little taste of being able to do readings for you guys, but the only place that I'm not really going to be able to do this, after the ones that I have scheduled coming up, will be my personal readings. Unless it's going to cut into my self-care Sunday, I just don't have the time until probably end of August going into September. So yes, I will still be around, just not at that high functioning level that I have been, but I'm sure you guys all understand, just because life is an ebb and a flow. We can't be on all the time, and I wish I could, but Spirit's always like, Amanda, you're a human being, not a human doing. So I will scale back just a little bit. But just for a refresher, all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. And she's still living in that little camper, and every amount you guys donate goes directly to help her out. Of course, after taxes and just taking care of the day-to-day business stuff, which, happens. But everything else will go to her, and we've already bought her a freezer and a couch and a bunch of little odds and ends, lamps and that kind of stuff. And she recently, with just her own money, bought a storage shed that she has right out kind of outside. And when I go up there next month, yeah, it's like July 16th, I will be up at her house again. When I go up there, I will do an updated kind of property tour so you guys can see it. But she just went and bought that. So I'm trying to get her to take some money that you guys have donated to pay for that. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But she just needs room in her little camper. She has a love of cooking and all the kitchen gadgets, and she shouldn't have to go without that stuff. So she's been buying those things and then just running out of room, running out of counter space, the little counter space she has. So she bought a nice big storage shed. It's really cute. Yeah, again, I'll give you the tour. So she can keep all of her shelves and appliances and just have everything accessible, like winter coats and stuff that she doesn't need right now, can all go in there and be nicely organized and readily available when she needs them. And I'm so happy for her that she's got that going on. Okay, so let me update the list. I know Shannon Elizabeth had donated, but she asked how many questions she could ask. And with what she donated, she could ask up to 2 questions plus a yes, no, or a 1 card. Anything below 10 will get you a 1 card or a yes, no question. So however many of those she wants to claim, we will count those. And then we've got also Pika Lee and Sierra have both donated over here as well. So we've got 5 here, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would take care of 9 if she wanted to claim all of those. So the next person to donate will be the one we are finishing up with today. We're just 6 minutes in. We're already talking about who's finishing us off today. But yes, again, I got to scale back just so I can get some like basic house cleaning done around here and just have some time. I haven't read anything barely this whole month, except just a little bit before each baseball game that we had in early June. So I just maybe even want 20 minutes today to just do some reading for fun. Just reading in I'm currently reading, it's not up here, I guess. Why am I looking for it? A Violet Flame book by, I think her name's Claire Prophet, or at least those are 2 of her names. She may have 3 names. But that's the book I'm currently reading. By currently, I mean earlier this month. But you guys don't really probably care what I'm up to. But yes, we were going to get into this. But I think what I want to do, we do have 17 people and 17 likes on the video. So thank you so much for your support. But I think before we jump in, whoever our next person to donate is, we're going to then close the list. So yes, I know this is something new, but again, just want to be able to accommodate some people and then just be able to, still be able to get off here in time to get other things done today. Oh, no worries, Ethan. Thank you so much. You are awesome. I never expect you to come here and work, so thank you so much. You are the sweetest. So thank you. So the next person to donate will be the last person we are reading for today. And I will go ahead and put donations closed at the top. Let's see. I'm just going to update my list before Ethan checks out. So I have it. Shannon Elizabeth. ×2. And what I'm going to do is pull a card for everybody here. We're going to do 1 card for everybody here. So if you would like me to pull you a card from this deck. Okay, we got our last donation coming in from Michael. Michael, if you want to claim who you are here in the chat, we will update this list with your name. But before I do that, I am going to unpin the top message and let everyone know donations are closed. Wow, that was quick. Thank you, guys. Of course, we still have the readings to do, but I just wanted to make sure I have all of the housekeeping in order so when people come in, they know what's going on. Okay. Wow, I can't believe I'm writing that 9 minutes and 24 seconds in. Thank you so much. Oh, hello, JVW. Welcome, Michael. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let me get JVW on our list. And of course, if we do run through all of these and I'm feeling good and I'm thinking, okay, we're good on time, I might be able to pick up a couple, but we're not going to hold our breath over it. Oh, your name is Jamie. Okay, awesome. Okay, so our list is solidified. This will be our working list. And if you would like me to pull you a card, I'm literally just going to read it. And this has anywhere from 1 to probably 4 or 3 words on it is all. I'm not going to do an in-depth read on this. I'm just going to show you your card and you're going to use your intuition to interpret what this means for you. So if you were wanting to get a card pulled with a specific question in mind, that's cool. If you just want a general message that you can then use your intuition to decide what that means for you, go ahead and do it that way. But if you would like a card, let's see, what should we put here? Let's put 211. It is 2:11 p.m. here in my neck of the woods. So put 211 and I will know that that's your indication that you would like me to pull you a card. First person to post, we will get right into it for them. All right, Michelle Lynn is the first 211. We've got here forgive and forget. So there may be someone in your life that you need to forgive and then forget, or something you've done that you need to forgive yourself and then forget. Something like that. All right, so up next we've got Ethan on my list. And if it appears that I skipped you, just hold off a minute. Sometimes the order that I see here on the creator's side is slightly backwards or different than what you see. But if we come to the end and you didn't get your name called or a card for yourself, then put another 211. But just hold off until that. So Ethan wants a card. Ethan, your card is be decisive. So there's something in your life you may be hemming and hawing over. So just be decisive about it. Again, use your intuition. All right. Magical Indigo wants a card. Okay, we've got here forgive and forget as well. So there may be some hard feelings mixed up in the question you're asking, or just some resistance to what's going on. So really use your intuition to see what that means for you and your situation, Magical Indigo. All right, Jasmine. Jasmine would like a card. We've got here love yourself first and build on solid ground. You get a 2-for-1 deal there, Jasmine. So interpret those with your intuition, what that means for you. But that love yourself first, I think, or love yourself, not first. I don't know why I put that in there. I do have cards that say love yourself first, but do some more self-love, self-care. I'm really stumbling over my words today, guys. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's so dang hot. I don't know. And yes, my hair's still wet. Okay, Vicky Downey wants a card. We've got here strengthen your gifts. So you have the ability to tap into more of your spiritual gifts if you really lean into that spiritual practice. All right, Damini wants a card. We've got here be patient. So there's something you're wanting to have happen now or yesterday, and this is just calling for you to be a little bit patient with it. The universe is never in a rush. It's always us that are in the rush. So just try to be patient that things are working out in divine timing. All right, Robin Stinson wants a card. All right, we've got love yourself as well. So good self-care message for you, Robin, to take the day to do something beautiful for yourself. Nikki P wants a card. We have here address your addictions. So addictions don't have to look like drug, sex, and alcohol. It can look a plethora of ways. For me, sometimes it's just checking my phone every time it lights up. That can become an addiction. So examine what this means for you using your own intuition and then address these things, because when you can address your addictions, you can replace those addictions or habits with something that actually will serve you much better. All right, Rita Vega wants a card. We've got here be open to love. So even if you already have someone, maybe you've been a little closed off, or if you're single, maybe you haven't really been putting yourself out there, or maybe this is even just talking about self-love, but be open to love. All right, Joyful Journey wants a card. We have here, ask with sincerity. And I'm feeling like this is Spirit asking you Ask them. Ask for what you want and you shall receive, but ask with sincerity. All right, Cheyenne wants a card. Here it is. Rejuvenate. So this is a really beautiful word. I love this for like a self-care message. Also just rejuvenating, just, putting some life back into all the different areas of your life. Using your intuition, of course, to know exactly what that means for you, Cheyenne. All right, Pika Lee wants a card. Oh, my chat just skipped. Okay, now after Cheyenne, I see Pika Lee. Okay, Pika Lee. Your message is be decisive. So if there's something you've been going back and forth on or a decision you need to make, Spirit's now telling me, Pika Lee, that if you don't decide, the decision will be made for you. Or not deciding is deciding, or not deciding is making a decision. So be sure you're making the decision that you think will best serve your highest good. All right, Jasmine. Did I already do yours? I could have sworn I did. Okay, I did. I think so. All right, Swaroop Bobby wants a card. Okay, live your soul, not a role. So maybe you've been trying to wear these different masks or fit into roles that others have put forth for you, or maybe ones you put forth for yourself. But this is asking for you to really come home to your true, authentic self, Swaroop Bobby. All right, Mackenzie's turn. Let's get a card for Mackenzie. I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we have here reassess. So there's something going on in your life now that you can currently examine some of the plans that you've had, or maybe just some ways you've been operating. It's time to reassess and maybe put forth something new because you have access to new energy coming in very soon, Mackenzie. All right, Kim S wants a card. All right, ask with sincerity as well. And this, to me, in your instance, really does feel like you asking someone for help, or instead of assuming something about someone, ask them. Because what you have made up in your mind may completely differ from what the actual reality is. So ask for clarification if there's anything you're confused about or something you think you know it's one way. Ask the person or ask your intuition, ask your guides. There's just a need for some reassessment there. Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys saying that you got skipped or that you put 211 before somebody. Like I said, when I watch these back, I see that the order of operations is vastly different than what I actually see here on my end. I don't know why that is. It just is. So that's why I ask you guys if you get skipped or you see that someone else, or that I don't know, I didn't see yours, just to hold off till the very end when I do another roll call if you had been skipped or I didn't see it, then to put it again, because when people put it like 2 or 3 times, then I get confused and have to scroll back up and make sure. Yeah, I see just sometimes different things than you guys do. Not always, but sometimes. It's just weird, especially when a lot of people are posting at once, like when I do call out for these questions, because normally the chat flows pretty slowly here, because we flow slow here. Okay, so get to Leka. Oh, that's something's going on. Well, go with the flow, and correct your mistakes. So you really are in the flow of the universe. I really do see this as what this is trying to say for you. And any mistakes that you perceive that you've made, it's like you're making good on those mistakes, or you've learned from that. You've learned the lesson involved, and you're going to do better next time. All right, JVW wants a card. You're so welcome, Ethan. Absolutely. All right, JVW, refine your attention. So maybe I'm just hearing the word energy leak. So where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if you feel strapped for time, sign me up. I feel very strapped for time these days. But it's probably because I'm so focused on the point, or the fact that I'm so strapped for time, that then the universe shows up and gives me more loss of time. But just refine your attention. Try to reframe what you've got going on in a more positive light. Or if there's a lot of negativity you're focused on, drama, other people's gossip, drama, all that, refine your attention. Maybe focus on a comedy, something that makes you laugh, something that brings you joy. This will really help you, navigate life better and put you more in a role of your own power. Okay. Yes, have a wonderful rest of your day, Ethan. Thanks again. You are all so welcome. So welcome. Thank you so much for the congratulations on 500 subs. Yes, we made it. We're halfway to Super Chat over here. Yes, I did start my live streams over on my main channel, which we're just shy of 16K over there. But when I branched my live streams off onto their own channel, of course, we lost the ability to accept Super Chat. So that was kind of painful for certain people that didn't have PayPal. And hopefully when we get that going on, we can, get the Super Chats back in action. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you saw your card, Piggly. Good, cool. Yeah, I don't want anyone to have to go away from here feeling confused. So I like to try to tell you guys at least what I see on my end or what I believe to be going on. Because I purposely don't try to skip anybody. Swaroot Bobby, I know I did yours. I did pull a card for you. Yes, you guys see me sitting here, shuffle. And I even do this to like half the deck and keep on going. And we still are pulling some collective energies with those cards as well. I love that. All right, Earthy Deva wants a card, and then Alex wants a card. So if you had been skipped or you're just now coming in, we're pulling one card for everybody who wants one. Just put a 211 in the chat and I will pull a card for you. But let's get Anna's message. Say no. So there's something going on in your life that is not for you, or this is coming up. I feel like this is something coming up in the next couple days where you already intuitively know to say no, but you're thinking, well, maybe I should just do it to, make that person happy. I mean, this can be as simple as, friends saying, hey, let's go out, and you just aren't feeling it. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Say no if you want to say no. And I just heard no is a complete sentence. You don't have to make excuses or feel you have to justify why you don't want to do something. No is a complete sentence. So there's your message, Anna. All right, Alex, your turn. Your card is Address Your Addictions. Again, this doesn't have to be sex, drugs, and rock and roll. This can be addicted to your phone, addicted to scrolling, addicted to other people's approval. Use your intuition, Alex, to see what this means for you. And by addressing these addictions, you can then integrate them into something that will actually fuel your life and help you rather than hold you back or hinder you. All right, Susie is the last 211 that I see, and unless any more pop up in the next, say, 20 seconds, we're just going to roll right into today's list with Jasmine Ridley. So Jasmine, if you want to go ahead and post your question, we will be ready. So Susie's question, or card, I should say. Susie's card today is do something different. Step out of your comfort zone. Hello, Robin. I hope you're having a beautiful day. So Susie, step out of your comfort zone. Do something that you normally don't do. I especially see you being taken outside, like drawn into nature. And if you are someone who does go outside, go outside in a new location. Maybe go to a local park or, somewhere just in nature. I see it's a very natural place. Maybe even near the water. Maybe just sitting near the river, the Kootenai River there, and just listening to the beautiful flow of that river that can just really clear your mind. And it's also a really great way to meditate, is sitting near water and just listening to the sound of the water, connecting to your breath. It's so magical. Ooh, I love that. Maybe I need to take that advice. I love that so much. All right, so we are getting right into Jasmine's question. This is going to be our list for today. We're doing things just slightly different today. This is not going to be the normal mode of operation for Saturday, but just because I have so much going on, I didn't want to have to skip the live stream. I thought, well, I will institute for today's Saturday live stream only. The first 10 people to donate, we will take care of their questions, and then if at any possible way I do have some time, can then maybe accept more donations, but for today only, we're going to do the 10. Just so I can remain on task and also get my house clean and maybe do a little bit of self-care today. But yes, I'm thinking we're going to instate this first 10 donations, get the readings for the day on my Woo Woo Wednesday, which will now go back to its regularly scheduled time at 7 p.m. Mountain Time from this coming Wednesday for the rest of the foreseeable future, at least until my boys are, involved in some sport that takes place during that hour, which I don't anticipate that being again until next April, next spring with baseball. So we should be good for a while. But yes, the Saturday show, hopefully next week we'll just return to normal, as we'll just take what comes, and however many we can accept, we will go with it. And I think I counted up last week's. I think we accepted 14 donations. So really, we're only 4 less today than we were last Saturday. So it's not a huge discrepancy of amounts of people getting readings, really. But I was watching some of those back, and I had spent as many as 18 minutes on one specific reading that I watched back. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm taking 18 minutes to do one reading for the donation amount. I could just be speeding this up, and Spirit's like, we keep telling you to speed it up. But Spirit, you're the ones that are giving me the information, and then I gotta say it. So if you don't want me to take so long, Spirit, then you need to just give me the facts, cut to the chase, and away we go. Okay, Jasmine dear, we're gonna get right in, and I'm gonna quit rambling. I used to have a blog called Ramblings of a Redhead. I can ramble with the best of them. Okay, so I'm going through a lot right now, and with my ex-best friend. Last week he told me he really liked me, and I told him I just wanted to be friends. After that, our friendship had changed, and we haven't really talked, and now I feel horrible, like I lost my best friend, and I don't know what to do. Any guidance I can get help with. Oh my goodness, girl. I went through a very similar thing with my best friend. I did not return those feelings, and on the surface level, yeah, our friendship didn't change, but really it did, because there was just that weirdness, or that kind of chasm between us that we never recovered from. And of course, he passed away in December of 2016, so we never got that resolution. We never got to overcome that, but we did in a way, because now I have a new and different kind of relationship with him than I ever was able to have here, and it's actually much better this way. If I'm being honest, it's actually much better this way, which is really random and weird. But let's find out for your instance, what's going on with you and your best friend, Jasmine. Oh, we already got 2 things coming out. Okay. All right, so we have a 7 and an 8, 17 and 61, so that adds up to a 7, that adds up to an 8. I have the needle, intentionality. So you letting him know your intentions actually was the right move, because he was going to have those feelings anyway, and you were not going to have those feelings anyway. So the fact that the air is cleared, the truth has been spoken, now you guys can actually address what's going on. Whether you can recover from that or not, I guess remains to be seen. But we do have the whale song card resonating, and I'm seeing the fact that you guys will probably be able to get back to some semblance of a friendship. It just might take a little while. But your intentions are going to be everything. So try to stay out of that worry, that panic, that, oh no, we messed this up. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Just try to remain as positive as you can, Jasmine. That will really help you get through this. That one already popping down here. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups, which is all about celebration. Just camaraderie, hanging out, having a great time with your best friends, but it did show up in my lap in the reverse position, so I'm actually going to read it in the reverse. So again, it just might take some time of him examining what this means going forward, you examining what this means going forward, and then going back and meeting up and being able to, speak candidly about how you're feeling, how this makes you feel, allow him to do the same. That can be something really beautiful you guys can do, because you have the Page of Swords, which is that page of communication. So he may be sending you some form of communication through a text or a phone call that will at first, I think, be it'll feel kind of weird at first, because of course you're on a new page now. You've turned a new page. It's a new chapter. Let's just see what this communication is going to look like. With this Page of Swords here, what is this new communication coming in going to look like? Okay, so 4 of Swords. I was really, really reading into this, just needing this time of solace, a need to just hang out and take a little bit of a break. And look here, you say you're heartbroken. Look at that heart right there. it's not broken, but it almost looks like it's a little bit on life support, or almost to me feels like this is a red vein rushing through it and then going off out of the nest into somebody else. So to me, though, this heart is being repaired. It's just not ready to function properly right this moment, but you know, you may hear from him, I just need some time to think about things, or I just need some time alone, or I don't really feel like hanging out with you right now. But don't take that personally, because you needed to speak your truth. You did not reciprocate those feelings. And guess what, Jasmine, there's nothing wrong with that, because him liking you would have always been below the surface anyway. It probably has been for a while. It's probably been leading up and building up. Let's just see an outcome. Let's just see if we can tap into the future. Again, I'm not really giving timelines on my channel anymore, because the timelines are shifting so rapidly that the timeline I give you right now may differ from, you know, if you make a decision and call him, that can completely shift the timeline. Or if you get a call from him right after this reading, that can completely shift the timeline. Okay. Oh, I like this. I really like this as the outcome. 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. You're going to get your wish. You're going to have your friend back. It's just going to take a little bit of time for him to accept that heartbreak for himself and accept that, okay, I would much rather have her as my best friend than not at all, so I'm coming back around. He will come back around. So yes, allow yourself to feel anything you're feeling, because that's valid. You shouldn't try to be all love and light and all of that. We also have the Lover's card, which, you know, in this context, we don't have to take it literally, but this is about a decision that will be made. And again, I think this is on his part. He can love you as a best friend and maybe still have feelings for you and be okay with knowing that you will not return those feelings. But again, he just may need a hot minute to just feel that little sting of rejection, or that large sting of rejection. It's what it feels like. And you can give him that space. But just try to remain positive. Allow yourself to feel anything that's coming up. Yeah, that confusion. That can be really confusing. A really confusing time, for sure. I totally feel you. I've been there, and it's hard. You just wish more than anything you could return those feelings, or the fact that there were no feelings like that involved in the first place would have been like the first happiest part. But that's not life. You know, life throws us weird curveballs, and we just either have to accept it or find a way to deal with it. And you got this, girl. You can do it. Okay, Jasmine, thanks again for your lovely donation. So Susie, we're going to get right into your question. Susie, go ahead and post your question, and we will get into it. Here. Let me take a drink of water. I know you had mentioned the question already. It's at the very beginning. Okay, I'll see if I can scroll back that far. Sometimes it lets me, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. We're not so far out that it won't let me go. Okay, question. Is it true my brother and I are of the same soul and will merge together and become one? Okay, let's find out. Spirit's already showing me some cool stuff, which we'll get into. But I want to get a card or two to really use as that jumping off point. There's Susie and her brother Johnny. Souls merging. What does this mean? Okay, I love this. Look at this. I should have said what I wanted to say first, and then let this just completely put the cherry on top. Dang it! Why didn't I do that? Okay, it doesn't matter. We're beyond it. But basically, we'll just say, okay, this is a card. You are not alone. So isolation, physical connection, and community. So the fact that you've been shown the fact that you will then merge back into one soul with your brother is actually pretty correct. It's 234 on my clock. I always like to point out little cool numerological synchronicities. But the fact that we all will merge as one eventually back to source. And we all come from source. We are all fractals of source. And some believe, use your own intuition if you believe this as well, Susie, that certain fractals of source will branch off of source, and then they call that like an oversoul. And then that oversoul will have fractals of other souls come off that one oversoul and become, 10 more new souls, or 100 or 1,000 or however many. But a lot of times those that you feel very connected to are part of an oversoul group or a soul family group where you just feel very connected, very united. But the fact that you have the isolation at the beginning part of this card here, the fact that he has crossed, the fact that you maybe felt very alone or like you wished he was with you, those feelings are valid, but he's letting you know he's been with you the whole time. You are not alone. You couldn't be alone if you tried. None of us could, because we are still very, very much connected to the other side, to spirit as well. And we all, we are all connected now, but it feels like an illusion that we are separated. We are not separated. And the fact that when we are done with all the lessons our soul fractal wants to learn, we can then merge back with the greater oversoul, or source itself. You can look at it as levels, or kind of almost like a pyramid, I guess. Not a pyramid scheme, but like a pyramid where the top is source, and then this branches down, branch. But then when you merge up, we will all eventually merge back with source. So at the very least, this is letting you know you are soul family with him, and you will see him again. This is not the end. He's with you now. All of the above. Let's just get a clarifier on this. If there's anything that needs to be added to this. Oh, right. I love this. Yes. We've got the Harath card, and I never know if I'm pronouncing that right. But it says here, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Pairing that up with you are not alone and that isolation there, that lets you know that, again, you cannot be disconnected if you tried. You are very connected, and the more you can lean into this knowing and feel it, allow yourself to feel that connection, you're going to feel it even deeper and more prevalent in your life. All right, I do want to just get one more message. There's Spirit saying, Susie, this has nothing to do with the question you just asked, but there's something they want you to know, which I don't know what it is. So we're just going to go to the cards and see what they want to tell you. So I guess general message from Spirit, whatever it is Spirit's trying to bring through right now. Could even be Johnny wanting to let you know. Okay, yes. So we have here the Four of Swords, and this is all about taking that rest, that recuperation, that relaxation. So especially Susie, you've recently come into this awakening, and you've been working very diligently on all of your, traumas, wounds, and just things that are going on in your life. You've been working very hard. So this is saying, don't forget to rest. Don't forget to relax. Don't forget to do that self-love and self-care. That'll really aid you in your spiritual practice and just going about your day-to-day life. So I hope that resonated for you, Susie. Thanks again for your lovely donation. And I hope that answered your question. Yeah, it's a very cool question to ask. I love that. All right. Vicky is next. And she already has her question out. Thank you so much, Vicky. So on deck, we've got Michelle Lynn times 2. Okay. So may I please ask what Spirit is coming toward me in the month of July? Okay, well, they want to go to this deck as well. So there's some, I'm going to assume, I shouldn't do that, but I'm going to assume there's some sort of spiritual leveling up or upgrade, and that's why they're wanting to stick with the Starseed Oracle. Okay, yeah. And we've also got here deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So there's a lot of beautiful healing coming in for you. That is not just you taking that initiative, Vicky, but this is Spirit. This is led by Spirit to have some more wounds be closed up and some new healing coming into your life. Let's see. This deck. Okay, the Void. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic womb. So this is letting me know there may be some times during July for you, Vicky, that you do need to take a hot minute, kind of that Four Swords energy we just got with Susie's question, to just take some breaks, take care of yourself, allow yourself to lay around and do nothing once in a while when you feel like, oh, getting up is such a burden, it's so hard, the energy just is not supporting me, pushing forward and getting a bunch done. listen to your intuition, listen to your body especially, and your emotions especially, because this is where this healing is taking place. So if you feel like just vegging out for a day, do not beat yourself up if that's what you feel you need to do. Allow yourself to do it. I don't think all of July is going to be this way for you. And anyone wanting to know the July energies, over on my main channel, it is the first thing linked in the description below. I do have my July pick a card is pinned at the top of my video section if you want to know what you can expect in July, which is at this point not that far away. We are sneaking up on it. All right, what else does Vicky need to know? Any messages for July for dear Vicky? We've got ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. And I love this ease is paired up with these other two cards you have about stopping, embracing winter, physical and emotional healing. This is letting you know that once you allow yourself to do this healing, you're going to ease right back into everything you need to do. And as a result, you're getting a lot of abundance with the actions you've put in the past and will put in the very near future. So let's find out anything else Vicky needs to know for July 2021. Ooh, landed in my lap. We've got here, what do you need to release? And I think, again, pairing that up with that deep cellular healing there, the physical and emotional healing. There may be some grief even that's coming up for you. Again, this is past. This is not anything happening in July, but maybe just ruminating or thinking about the past is going to bring up some emotions for you that you can then feel them, to heal them, to deal with them, to release them. So just allow yourself, ask your intuition, ask your guides, angels, your own higher self, ask, what is it I need to release? And then just allow whatever that is to come up. You don't have to force anything here. It's going to be very near the surface for you to just feel it, heal it, deal with it, purge it, remove it, release it, and then move on. And you'll notice when you rejoin society again after a day or two of healing, things are just going to feel much lighter, much easier for you. So this is actually such a gift, Vicky. I think we would all love to actually get this because it's hard. Healing's hard, and it's like almost a continual process, and it's just difficult. Let's just get one more word of advice from Spirit for Vicky for July 2021 right now. So this is all about being very present in the moment. I just love the depiction here, the colors. It's just so pretty. I love that. It says here, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. And I love pairing that up with that other card you got from this deck, Ease. Just knowing that anything you're meant to experience in this moment, or that moment, or that moment, or that moment, is exactly what you need to experience. And sometimes all we need to experience is just to take a hot minute to breathe and not do anything at all. I think this is such a collective message because many of us have felt that, I just got to keep pushing forward. I got to keep accomplishing. I got to keep doing and moving and doing and moving. Sometimes it's beneficial for us to just take a step out of the flow of the hubbub and just, take ourselves out of it for a minute and recharge those batteries, because we can show up much better in our lives when we allow ourselves time to purge or heal or whatever it is that we feel intuitively we need to do in that moment. We can't be on all the time, because when we are, we start feeling real depleted real fast. So take some time in July and recharge your batteries once in a while. Again, I don't think this is throughout the whole month that you're just downtime, but when you start feeling run down or anxious, take some time out, maybe step into meditation and just say, what are you trying to show me, Spirit? All right. So thanks again, Vicky, and you are absolutely so welcome. Thanks again for your lovely donation. Okay. So Michelle Lynn's already got her question. She's got two today. And then Shannon Elizabeth will be on deck, and she's got two questions. And then we got Pika Lee, Sierra, and JVW. So having readings on my soulmate has made me feel connected to him, even though we haven't met. Does he also sense me or had any readings about me? I'm curious if I can tell him about my readings, or will it scare him? I hope he's spiritual like me and we can connect on that level. I'm already hearing, yes, he will be very spiritually connected to you. At the very least, he can already sense your energy or just feel this excitement that he's ready to put himself back out there. Even if he's been through the ringer in love, which I think we had established. I don't remember, though. I could be misremembering that. But let's just see. Let's see what this is. Does this soulmate, I'm feeling he does pick up on your energy already, but let's just ask. Okay, it says get more information, so we will. Okay, has this soulmate also had a reading done about Michelle, about his future soulmate? Okay, we have no. So he may not be the guy that's going to go to like a psychic reader or anything, but I think what Spirit was really showing me was the fact that he can just feel it, like this excitement. And he knows it's tied to his future love. He knows that. Again, even if he's been through the ringer, he's anticipating something better next time. Yes, you do. Yeah, absolutely, Shannon. So you can have your 2 questions and then your yes or no or 1 card, whichever one you want to choose. You can have all 3 of those for sure. Okay, so you feel that excitement too. I'm just not ready yet, but I know it's coming. Yeah, and on the back of the deck before I shuffled these in, it said in the near future. So I think in the near future, he's going to be really excited and really ready to start putting himself out there. I don't think he's there yet either, because again, I think you guys are pretty much mirrors of each other energetically that way. But let's just see. If there's anything he could tell you right now, what would it be? Michelle's future love, this soulmate that we've already tapped into. What could he tell her? What would he tell her? Okay. Through each other, you find the missing pieces, and it's the embrace card. And I'm not subscribing to the fact that this person's going to complete you or you're going to complete them. No, this just feels like home is really what I see, because you guys are putting your own missing pieces together, or just really learning to love yourselves first. Then you can embrace and really, because it's like 2 plus. When 1 and 1 does not always equal 2, sometimes it equals 3, because really it's like one person is very whole and complete on their own, another person is whole and complete on their own, and then when they come together, it's almost like a third vibration or a third energy involved. So 1 plus 1 really is 3 when you have 2 people coming together who are already whole on their own is what I'm trying to say. But balance also. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So he's personally still working through a past breakup that's really just dealing him some struggle. And he's overcoming that though. And you've been working on yourself and doing what you need to do to level yourself up and do all the things that make you feel good about yourself. For some reason, they're going to the chakra love messages, so we're going to get one of those as well for you. And then, Michelle, you can go ahead and post your second question, and then we'll get into that. Okay, we have your security with the root chakra and garnet. So to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. So what his energy is stepping forward to say that I think he really likes the outdoors. He's sort of an outdoorsman. So you can feel, and he can both of you can feel each other's energy when you are out in nature, out connected to Gaia. That is when you can really feel connected to each other. So maybe try getting out in nature and just see if you can feel him better out there than you can just hanging out in your house or your apartment or whatever. You're a nature girl too. Okay, I just see the 2 of you hiking, camping, just doing all sorts of fun things. I've been all about the nature lately. I've been watching with my husband in the evenings. I don't watch a lot of TV, but sometimes he'll watch something and I'll just sort of get hooked into it. And right now is the case. He's watching that show. I think it airs on the History Channel. It's called Alone, but it's on Hulu as like 8 seasons, and that's really interesting. Just people living off the land, seeing how far they can make it. I love stuff like that. I've been very, very into stuff like that lately. It's so cool. All right, so for your next question, Michelle Lane, go ahead and post that. And then after that, we'll get into Shannon's 2 questions and her yes-no question. All right, last year I was told the job I might get will be about beauty in some way. She mentioned I could work with my soulmate, and she heard the name Lakshmi, goddess of beauty, fertility. Ooh, cool. And wealth, but didn't know why. I'm curious why this goddess came in my reading and what it means. Okay. So I do actually have a goddess deck that I think would be fun to really tap into this energy. And I also have this deck with different gods and goddesses, ascended masters, you know, all of that. So we might be able to tap into some of this energy. They're all like, some are reversed, some are upright. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to fix that deck. But we're gonna start here, and then I will go get my goddess power oracle. And let's just see why Michelle Lynn is connected to why this goddess Lakshmi came in, the goddess of beauty and fertility. Okay, why did this goddess come in? Okay, we have Babaji Mahavatar. I can never say his first name right. So Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. So this does have to do with your spiritual expansion, your spiritual awakening, and probably the fact, you know, that it deals with fertility and beauty, especially that word fertility coming in. I feel that this has to do with you becoming that next phase in your life. When you meet someone, if you do want to have children, this goddess would really aid you in that role of mother, or if you just want to step into a more expanded version of who you are now, she can still aid you in that. But let's go ahead and go to this goddess deck, see what else needs to be offered up today. Okay. Such a big box for just the normal sized little card deck here. So funny. Okay. All right, so for Michelle Lynn and Goddess Lakshmi, why did this goddess come into that reading, and what does this mean besides what we've already established? Okay, yeah, Persephone, this is all about inner experience. So this is you just kind of being that page energy of the tarot and just being really open to something new, really having that childlike sense of wonder going into your further adult years. This is just you gaining that experience. Of course, you may still feel very inexperienced. Yeah, having children has always been scary to me, but I want to have that motherly instinct. Yeah, and that inexperience, it just might be that's a lesson you're here to learn, is how to overcome that fear. And that's why that Persephone card's coming out. We also have here, oh man, I could probably just completely butcher that. AYX, the word secrets, goddess AYX. I don't know how to pronounce that. Also, here, look at this. We've got the 42, which adds up to 6, which is all about that motherly love, that unconditional love. You feel very young even at 29. Yes, and I've always felt that way. Like, my first son was born, I was 20. I was a month before turning 29, and I still felt like, I'm too young for this. I don't know anything. How can I raise a child? But of course, I was much older than like the generation before me at their having children. So it's kind of like, you know, with that like big, oh no, now there's a child in my arms, there then comes the experience, because you kind of are just forced to jump in with both feet and figure it out. But this secrets here, I wonder, I've never drawn that card. They want me to read it from the book with the number 39, which adds up to 12, which adds up to 3. Again, 3 is a very fertile number of creation. So let's find card 39. Again, I don't normally read out of the books, but this is a deck that I don't reach for often, and I don't know much about it. Okay, so we're going to go with the empowerment message here. There are times when you must surrender your need to know. Some things open up only when they choose to, not by demand. The mysterious and the unknowable is a domain in the Greek goddess Nyx. Oh, it's not AYX, it's NYX. I can't read these numerals, or letters. I can't read those apparently. It's NYX. Nyx? NYX? I don't know. She shows you the veils that may not part for you at this time. Right now, you're meant to keep on your path, trusting the secrets will be revealed as the goddess Nyx decides. So there's some part of this message that is still very wrapped up in kind of secret. Mum's the word I just heard, which is funny because mum is also another word for mom. So maybe there's something here that time will tell. Not all is meant to be revealed at this moment, so maybe that's what's going on with that. I'm just going to put this down here and put it away later. Save us on time. But let's just see. Let's go to the tarot and get a general wrap-up message about this. Anything else Michelle Lynn needs to know about this goddess Lakshmi and what this means for her life? Anything besides just mum's the word and secrets that are yet to be revealed that wants to come through today? Okay, we have the Eight of Swords here, which does kind of go with those feeling kind of fearful about becoming a mother, or feeling scared. So this is just about examining your own belief system surrounding something and, that soul expansion. Part of that soul expansion is to release those limiting beliefs we have. Once we can do that, we can open up for greater amounts of light to come in so that we can have more access to our soul. Rather than playing small, we can gain more access. So I think that's the main message, is just to open up more spiritually, release some limiting beliefs about yourself, about others, about the world, and you're really going to start seeing this play out in your life in a more expanded way, where you have more access to your spiritual gifts. Let's get one more card from this deck before we wrap it up for Michelle. Okay, we also have Master Jesus coming in with forgiveness. So you are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. So, one part of that fertility, there's a mother, there's also a father. So there may have been something you're trying to repair with a relationship with your own father, or just the energy between the two of you that at some point had been just a little off, or you're still trying to forgive or forgive yourself for things you've done or haven't done. Use your intuition what this means, but there could just be something from your childhood that did create that fear or that scared kind of feeling that I don't know if I can have kids because what if I mess them up? That's a very valid fear for a lot of parents out there. So yeah, that's what they're wanting to reveal for now. I hope it resonated, but there's just some maybe forgiveness, maybe some healing to do surrounding your relationship with your own parents or just your experience, especially that father energy. Yeah, my dad was not really present. Yeah, and that can make a lot of difference. Even if the father is in the home, if they're not physically or emotionally, mentally present, the kids can pick up on that and they can tell. And it makes things a little more difficult. But yeah, maybe do some journaling or meditation on what else this could reveal to you. But there's still something going on here that Spirit's keeping under wraps about this message of Lakshmi. So maybe just researching Lakshmi, calling her in during your meditation or dream state to work with her energy and just see what she would reveal to you. Because I'm getting I don't know much myself about Lakshmi, but I'm getting the impression that she will reward those who do the work. That's what I'm hearing. She will handsomely pay those who are willing to step out of their comfort zone, to connect, and just to really immerse themselves in that goddess energy. So I hope that resonated for you. All right, so Shannon, you've got your 3 questions. Go ahead and post those, and we will get right into those for you. And this is the rest of our list for today. Okay. All right, so first question, is my spirit guide a very tall woman named Celeste? Because this is what I feel in my soul. I love that. Well, Spirit's already giving a big nod. It's listen to your intuition. But they're saying this is not your only guide. You've got plenty of guides. You've got lots of guides. Hearing Archangel Raziel, it's spelled like this. Raziel. Oh, I guess I need to click in the box to type. Raziel. Archangel Raziel is one who works with people who are wanting to tap into their spirituality. So look into that one. But let's just ask about Celeste. Very tall guide. Very tall woman named Celeste. Is this one of Shannon Elizabeth's guides? Yep, listen to your intuition. Yes, trust that intuition. The fact that you got not only what does this person look like, but their name, that's huge. Listen to that and accept that. Accept that. Even if that's not the sole name of this guide, if that's what you prefer to call her, she will show up every time and be proud to answer to that name for you. So trust your intuition with that, because that is, you're on it. You're on it. So trust that. Let's just see if there's any messages from Celeste, since that was such a short and sweet message from Celeste. Okay. We have here, oh, I love this, a tall tale. Of course, you know, that's lying. But in this case, she's letting you know this is that validation. She's the tall woman. Very tall, very tall. I think this is probably the only card in all the decks, in all the cards I own, that has the word tall on it. We're just going to take it not as a liar. We're disregarding that message. We're just honing in right here. Right here. Tall. Because you did say very tall. You can't make this stuff up. Oh, what a great message. She's just validating. Yeah, and you are seeing beyond. You're seeing to the truth of things. I love that. That was so cool. All right. So if I leave my husband out of pain and misery, will I make it on my own? Oh, I'm so sorry about all of that. Oh. All right. So Shannon leaves her husband. Will she be able to make it on her own? I have here, look for a sign. I have a feeling, you know, just my own intuition speaking here, it's not going to be easy at first. You're absolutely going to be able to make it on your own, because nobody should have to settle for that pain and misery of this current relationship you're in, just so that you have that stability, that security. Will you be able to make it on your own? Yes, you will. Again, it may not be easy. Let's even tap into the beginning energy of this with the tarot. For Shannon Elizabeth, if she leaves the husband out of pain and misery, will she be able to make it on her own? What will this energy be like in the beginning? Any information or words of advice from Spirit? We've got two here. Yeah, so this does feel very heavy, very hard, but this Eight of Swords, this is all about your own mental chatter, your own thinking like, oh, there's no way I could make it by myself. There's no way. I need money. I need, stability. I need security. But if you can look at things on the positive side, that's really going to help you out. That's going to keep you from going on that downward spiral. But of course, like I said, it's not going to be easy to start. This is feeling very overwhelmed. It's going to be very overwhelming. So it's going to be very, very important for you to be able to lean on those in your life that have your back. Any family members, any friends. This is not saying like they're giving you money or anything, but just that shoulder to cry on, just knowing that you have support in your life. But you may find that there are certain people in your life that want to help you out, either with, room and board, or giving you items that you could utilize. Abundance is going to come to you in different ways, but you need to be open to receiving it and not feeling so closed off that you don't feel you deserve it. What else? Okay, we also have Angel Aura Quartz, lighten up. And this is just lightening up, that's a very, very hard pill right there, that Ten of Swords. But the Eight of Swords is what's really causing a lot of the pain here, is just that mental place, the place you're at mentally thinking, I'm not good enough, I can't do it alone, I don't deserve this, all the mean things we say to ourselves. If you can overcome that, lighten up a little, it'll be a much easier transition for you, for sure. Okay. So yeah, again, it's not going to be easy to get started, but it's ultimately it's going to be in your best interest, because I see Spirit's showing me a big sunshine. Ultimately, even if you're living on a lower budget in a smaller home, all of these things, you're still going to be so much happier on your own. Am I psychic? Okay, this is your other question. I just want to get one more kind of outcome. If you ultimately decide to leave, what will be the ultimate outcome of this decision? I can get it out. Oh, yes, the world. The world. This is all new energy coming in. Look how happy she is. She's just peaceful and overjoyed with the way her life is. And the world is a travel card, so you may even be moving somewhere farther away than maybe you even have on your radar right now. But this is beautiful energy. You have the support of your guides, angels, And man, just so much spiritual support, so much more than you even know. So lean on Celeste, lean on Archangel Raziel, any of these others, because yes, so much liberated freedom in that. I love that. Yes. Okay, so let's tap into, are you psychic? Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying we are all spirit having a human experience. So absolutely, we all have spiritual gifts. It's just certain ones are more attuned in certain people than others. And I always say that even if you feel you don't have any kind of psychic ability or spiritual gift, you do. You just have to hone in and find it somewhere, some way. But let's just see, let's just ask, is Shannon Elizabeth psychic? Woo. Okay, we have no need to worry. So absolutely, you have access to your more spiritual gifts, and be assertive. So to me, this is taking that action in the direction of a spiritual practice to develop these gifts. That's really going to help you. Be assertive with knowing and owning these psychic gifts you have, because you have them. But there's no need to worry that you need to do anything other than trust your intuition. So I hope that resonated for you, Shannon Elizabeth. Thank you again so much for your lovely donation. Jonathan, let's see. I did see that you had donated after after we close the list. I can put you on here just because we are making decent time. Okay. Sorry, I'm on my own today. I don't have a mod, so I'm like trying to just basically zero right in on the person I'm reading for currently in the chat. So if you feel like I'm ignoring you, I do, everybody that's here, I do apologize. I'm just on my own today, so it's sometimes hard to keep the list, answer everyone's questions, and do the channeling all at the same time. So if you could bear with me, that would be amazing. Okay, so no, you're fine. No, absolutely, Jonathan. Yeah, we're doing things, and you haven't been here for a while. We're just doing things slightly different today because I'm still trying to keep my head above water with the kids home for summer and my basic work week being slashed to the bone as far as time I have to film, do all the things I normally do with the kids home all day, outside of just letting the screens babysit them, which I absolutely can't allow for long, because then the kids become like zombies and it's just too much. And I wanted to have a normal childhood without being on a screen all the time, and be more present. And if I'm trying to work and do all these things, I'm not present. So I'm scaling back, and that's why we're doing basically the 10 donation thing at least today, and that will be my mode of operation for the foreseeable future on the Woo Woo Wednesday show. But next Saturday, we'll probably just go back to whenever we run out of donations, we will then close the live like we normally do. So Jonathan didn't know that, and I will definitely honor that today. So we got Shannon Elizabeth. So Pika Lee, and I think you already posted your question. So, oh, maybe you didn't. Okay, I go for the lead position. Oh, should I go for the lead position or keep pursuing a patient access position? Okay. Funny that I got the card B Decisive card. Oh, that's right, you did. Part of me feels like I could do so much good as a lead, but no, it will be a lot of work and possible frustration. I don't know if this is just an excuse to stay on the familiar instead of doing something new and completely different. Thank you. Absolutely. Okay, let's find out. First, we'll ask the angel answers about the lead position, and then the other was, let me go back up. Patient access. Okay, so we'll ask first about the lead position, and second about patient access. Okay, well, whatever you decide, look, this is amazing. With the lead position, you've got abundance just raining down, and with opportunity for the patient access, money just raining down. There is no wrong choice here, Pika Lee. No wrong choice at all. This is just you really tapping into that inner part and saying, what would make me happier? What do you think or what do I think I would be happier doing? And also try to think of your personal life and how one versus the other might affect your personal life, and just see which one matters most to you, as far as this one or this one. But let's just see, if you did take that lead position, what is this creating for you in all around in your life, just in all areas of your life, if you take a lead position. Okay, we have the King of Swords, Elder of Swords. So this is someone who is a leader for sure, especially having to do with communications, making sure you're communicating, other people communicating to you, things are moving smoothly. But there's also this gain of clarity in your life, because we've got the Ace of Swords present here, which is that card all about clarity, new beginnings with communication, new beginnings with job opportunities, and just being able to be a leader. This is a definite win for you if you do decide to do that. But let's also do a card overall, how this would affect Pika Lee's life in all areas if she took a patient access position. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. I think you would always wonder what if, because this vulture here, it's like, this is the I just won, but at what cost? Did I lose friends? Did I lose a part of my soul? Like, what did I have to sacrifice in order to do this? And I think in this case for you, Pika Lee, it would be the what if. Because I think there's a part of you that's really wondering, would I be able to do this lead position? And absolutely, I think you'd be able to. So there might be a small part of you that feels, if you stay with the patient access, what if? What if I had taken this other role? But if you do decide to do the lead position, I don't think you will be looking back with the ho-hum, oh, what if, what if? You'll just be very fulfilled and satisfied in that position, if that makes sense. Yeah, but this definitely would be stepping out of your comfort zone. And this to me feels like I'm so in my comfort zone that I've conquered it, but it just feels cold and empty to me compared to this, because they both are standing or hovering above an Ace of Swords, right? This one's conquered it, done it, been there, done that, and now they're kind of hanging their head like, oh, okay. Not to say it's probably completely unfulfilling, but I think there would always just be a part of you that's like, but what if? This to me feels more mastered, more like the person feels fulfilled than if you stay with the patient access. Felt honored to be recommended, but at the same time, I feel like it was sort of manipulation tactic. I'm not sure if I should stay or leave now that this lead position is open. I feel like the problem will be the same, but I could probably earn more money than I'm making now. I think that is an opportunity for sure. Makes sense. Cool. Yeah. So, I mean, on the back of the deck, we've got Eight of Pentacles. So that is about continuing to put in that hard work and that effort and being able to see the fruits of your labor, because the very next card is the Nine of Pentacles, which is all about reaping those rewards. So no matter what you decide to do, really, you're not missing anything. It's just maybe that Eight of Swords energy thinking like, well, if I would have taken this, maybe my life could have looked different. It's just kind of that woulda, shoulda, coulda that I'm getting from staying with the patient access stuff. So really, not patient. Oh, you're not in patient access, but thought of pursuing. Okay, that makes sense. Well, then maybe there's just a part of you that you're like, okay, this is great. Like, it almost feels to me like you would conquer everything, or like, what's a better way to put this? Not like conquer everything, but you would learn the ropes so quickly and do so well at it, which is not a bad thing. But it's almost like, man, I'm kind of like, my energies could be used somewhere else in such a greater way. This to me almost feels like settling. Like, I don't know another word besides just feeling like, okay, I think I probably have more qualifications to do the patient access than the lead role, so I guess I'll just settle for that. And that's not what really Spirit's showing. But either way, you do with the patient access, it is a new opportunity. And I think I'm just hearing stepping stone. So maybe patient access would be a stepping stone to something that has maybe not crossed your mind yet. Or maybe this is a stepping stone, patient access, to maybe even a whole other line of work you haven't thought of yet. There's an opportunity here, but I don't think it's the end all be all in or involved with patient access, if that makes sense. That's right on point. Oh, cool. That makes sense. But as far as the lead role, it will create a lot of abundance in your life. And she's very happy. So, either way you go, you're not making a wrong choice, because you're in a roundabout way. You're going to always end up exactly where you need to be in the moment. And I think both of these roads will ultimately lead you to the same place. It's just this one might take you a little longer to get there if you go the roundabout way. That makes sense? I hope that makes sense. I have confidence to be able to do it, and I want to do it for tuition reimbursement mainly. Oh, that's always a nice bonus. Maybe that's part of that abundance coming in with that, would be that tuition reimbursement. That's a huge deal for sure. So yeah, we are going to, let's see. Okay, sorry, a little bit of housekeeping behind the scenes here real quick. Thank you, Ethan. I mean, yeah, I think Ethan did. Ethan saw that too. Okay, yeah, something just came up like show or hide, and it was not a message I definitely didn't want to show. So I'm glad that YouTube caught that. So not everybody had to read that. And I think Ethan's here again. So yeah, it's easy to think about the what ifs. It really is. And if you can just know that even if you make a decision in your life and then 3 minutes make that choice, you're like, oh no, I should have made the other choice. Really, you're always right on time. You're always right where you need to be. And if you can just keep that little bit of knowledge in your front pocket, you won't have that anxiety going into your life like a lot of people do. That kind of analysis paralysis that people get, like, if I make this decision, this will happen. Of course, appease yourself, appease your own soul and intuition and ego and all that, just to know that you've weighed all your options and then made the best choice for yourself in that moment. Of course, do that. But ultimately, I think we all end up exactly where we need to be, learning the exact lessons with the exact people we always need to be with. So really, we're good. That's really what I see for you. So yeah, you'll be able to do great things no matter what you choose. And for some reason, my chat is frozen. Like, I can't scroll up or down. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if we are frozen. I hope not. Maybe put something, anything in the chat just to let me know you guys are still here. Because after we took care of this comment, whole thing froze. Okay, there we go. It's back. Another troll. Yep. Okay, so lead role would be challenging, and it's with the same company working at right now, and keep wanting to leave. Okay. So this does give you some things to think about. And you are so welcome. Absolutely. So next on my list, we've got Sierra, and she already has her question out. So on deck, we've got JVW and then Jonathan. And we are doing really well on time. Like, I'm shocked. I'm shocked, really. Yeah, another troll. Yep. But they are taken care of, so yay. Okay, so Sierra's question, will I be able to work for myself as a bookkeeper for my bookkeeping business so I can stay home with my future child and children? I'm getting married and would like to work from home. How many kids? Okay, so will I be able to work for myself as a bookkeeper for my bookkeeping business so I can stay home? Okay, so let's ask that. Sierra, will Sierra be able to work for herself as a bookkeeper? Yeah, so you're basically asking 2 yes/no questions here. I think that's what I'm boiling this down to. Okay, so we'll ask the first question. Will Sierra be able to make money for herself with the bookkeeping? Reach down and get it. Okay. I'm going to figure out what this is. Okay, so we have here let go. So to me, it's like letting go of what you're expecting. Of course, having expectations can be good at times, but it doesn't look to me like it'll go exactly according to plan. They're almost showing me, but like with a big smile. Like, I'm seeing a really big smile. Like, this is what she thinks she's going to do, but it's actually going to be this. Not to say you're not doing the bookkeeping, but maybe you're doing something else as well, or there's something else going on. It might have to do with health. Improving your own health, helping others improve their health and wellness coach, something like that. something to do with healing, either yourself or others or both. There's something extra here, basically, is what they're saying with this. So you will be able to do bookkeeping if that's what you choose, but let go of just thinking that's the end all be all of this, because you are going to be doing other things as well. Big, beautiful things. So I hope that part resonated, but let's just see. I'm going to get Astro Dice. Okay. So let's just tap into the energy of these children, future children, for Sierra. Okay, how many kids? Spirit will reveal how many kids for Sierra. Okay, we have an 8, which they're laughing now. They're like, that's not the real answer. I don't know that I can get that answer right with this dice. 4. I was going to say it sounds closer to 4, but that still seems like a lot. Let's ask the pendulum. Okay, pendulum, do you want to work with us today on Sierra's question? Okay, first show us a yes. Okay, show us no. Okay, will you work with Sierra's question? Yes. Okay, we're going to ask how many kids that Sierra will have. Will this be a question you want to answer? No. Okay. Maybe that's why the weird numbers here. I just saw a flash of the number 2 in my head. I don't know why my pendulum doesn't want to work. It said it would work, and then it told us, no, I don't want to answer that specific question. So we have an 11 now. Yeah, 11 kids, that's a lot. 8 kids, 4 kids, that's all really a lot. I think it's probably closer to 2, anywhere between 2 and 4. But let's just get you an additional message, because I don't know. Sometimes asking things like this, it's like revealing too much of the future, and Spirit wants to leave certain things for a surprise, if that makes sense. But let's just see if we can get any kind of clarification on this children question for you, Sierra. A win-win outcome is forecast. So you will be able to have children. It's just a matter of, if you have a specific amount of children that you would like to have, I think you're going to be able to accomplish that goal. If it's 2 or 3 or 4, I mean, if you want 8 kids, like that was the first thing we rolled here. I mean, maybe you can accomplish that, but to me, it feels closer to more, I mean, I would say 8 isn't a realistic number, because my grandma, my mom's mom, was one of 16 children. Yeah, 1 of 16. That is just, that's like Duggar status, right? But, for more, I guess, what's the word? Realistic numbers, to me, anywhere between 2 and 4, I think you can absolutely accomplish that if that's your goal. What do we got here? Don't let pride get in your way. So there may be a bit of ego standing in your way, like, I want this many kids, but like, what if this, what if that? Maybe even with that health card we got about you being able to stay home and do what you wanted, maybe you're worried about your health, or if you're able to have kids. Maybe this has been like a fear in the back of your mind, but don't let that hold you back, because look, you're going to get what you want. You're going to be able to have the children you want. It's relatable because my dad is one of 13 children. That's cool. Well, my mom, she's got more first cousins than anyone I know, because her mom was one of 16 kids and her dad was one of 11 kids. Cousins for days, second cousins, third cousins, however many cousins for days. I'm related to everybody. At least in my neck of the woods. I purposely wouldn't really date anyone in my town, because I'm like, well, what if somehow I'm related to them? I don't want to take that risk. Not that it mattered, because I had no like serious relationships as an under 18-year-old. I was just puppy love and crushes. Like that was my vibe. But still, just to find out you were dating like a distant cousin, like, ew, I didn't want to be that guy. Yeah, but you're going to be able to have the amount of kids you want, Sierra, and you're going to be able to work from home and take care of your beautiful children. And yes, so put those intentions out there. Again, with the job thing, it just might not be quite exactly what you were thinking or how it would come to play, but you're going to be very happy with what it is you do end up doing, for sure. All right, so JVW already has his question, or her question. What do my guides and my deceased father Wade want to tell me? Yes or no? If I get one, I'm not sure. Should Mickey and I be together? Okay, so this is, I think you're a female, because Michael was the name of the account over there. So I think we did establish that. So what do my guides or deceased father want to tell me? Yeah, I think we can tack on that yes or no. Let's just ask that, should Mickey and I be together? They're already telling me, listen to your gut. If there have been red flags, if you have even wavered a little thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't, listen to that intuition. But let's just see what the cards have to say. Should Mickey and JVW be together? Okay, we have remained positive. So keep those positive expectations. If there haven't been a lot of red flags going on in the relationship, then just have that positive just intention that things are going to continue in that way and they should be fine. Let's get a message from her guides and deceased father Wade. What do they want to tell JVW? Oh, this one for sure, and this one. We got 2 cards coming in hot. Okay, so we have your Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. So there may have been, and then we got Hermit, retreat and recharge. So you had just maybe been, they're showing me really busy or just feeling like energy leaks all over. Like no matter how much energy or effort you put in, it's almost like the wheels are spinning. Like you're not going anywhere, but the wheels are really turning and spinning, but it's almost like it's in mud. And with this is a call for you to go within, retreat, recharge, really do that soul searching. What is it I want? Who is it I want to be? What is my potential? Who do I want to be with? Who do I want to bring with me along on the journey? Really do that introspection and soul searching, and then make some plans, and then focus on those plans with that unwavering faith that you're going to make those plans happen. It's just when we have a plan, and then, ooh, a butterfly, ooh, this, ooh, that, distraction, 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 distraction. What's being called here is focus. Your father and your guides want you to start focusing a little more on the plans that you have, that kind of soul purpose energy. This to me feels like something big and something, something either, okay. So like I always say, there's not just one life purpose that we all have, but sometimes part of our life purpose does feel like a big part of our lives. So I'll put it that way. And this life purpose energy that's coming in, it feels like a very big part of your life, or something that'll change your life for the better in a big way. This might even involve moving or shifting gears on what you once thought you were going to do, and now you're second guessing that. We have the school card pop out all over the floor. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Of course, this doesn't have to be conventional college or anything like that, although it can if that resonates. This can look like you educating yourself through YouTube University or Google or Skillshare or anywhere you can learn anything, even through a book, going to your library, doing research, whatever that looks like for you. But we also have the flowers card pop out. It says, working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. And this doesn't have to be taken literally either. This to me just feels like doing things in a more natural way, natural healing, living a more holistic lifestyle. Maybe you're really focused on, taking care of animals or the environment, or leaving like a small carbon footprint, things like that. These are all things that if you haven't already, in the very near future, you're going to start infusing your life with more holistic approaches to things, or just wanting to do things in a more natural kind of way. And again, it might come after some retreat and recharging, some introspection, some hermit energy. After that, you would then make some plans and then really start focusing in on those plans. So JVW, I hope that resonated for you and brought you a little bit of guidance today for just everything you have going on. They're telling me to pull one more card from my crystal oracle here. So I'm going to do that. Okay, one more for JVW. Anything Wade, her father, Spirit One. No. We've got here Chrysocola, start fresh. So yeah, there is this sense of new beginning coming in after this introspective and planning period. There is a fresh new start coming for you. And Chrysocola is a stone. I do have one up here. I get it. Okay. It's not very hard. It's kind of brittle at times. But to me, this is such a beautiful stone associated with the throat and kind of up into the third eye chakra. It's really good for speaking your truth, communicating, and stuff like that. So tapping into the energy or doing research about chrysocolla, that could actually aid you or help you on this new journey you're trying to create in your life. So that's a beautiful message. I love that. Okay, so I hope that resonated for you, JVW. Brought you just some guidance today. It feels very fun and lighthearted, but it's going to take some time and some introspection to really figure out what your next steps are, especially if you have really been struggling or feeling stuck in your life. You may still kind of feel that way for just a hot minute, but taking that time out to recharge and really just introspect about life, that's really going to put you in better alignment with a higher perspective for what it is you are able to accomplish or set out to do in your life. So I hope that resonated. All right, Jonathan, you are next, my dear. So go ahead and post your question, Jonathan. And that is going to be it, I think, for the day. And thank you so much for the tip, Michael, aka aka JPW. That's right. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. All right, general or love, you pick for me. Okay, let's have spirit pick. Okay, what do we need to know for Jonathan? We'll pull one here from Spellcasting Oracle, and we'll also pull one from the Romance Angels. We'll just let spirit dish it out hot, whatever Jonathan needs to know. Anything Jonathan needs to know. We've got clarity. So you're really going to get that clarity about what it is that's meant for you, what it is you're here to do and accomplish, or if there's been any confusion between you and another person or you and a job or a situation, that confusion is being cut through with some scissors, and you're going to really be clear on where you stand, what you need to do next. All of this is becoming clear to you. Again, I'm seeing like a cup of muddy water, almost like I don't even know what end is up right now with certain things. So if you've kind of felt kind of tossed to the waves in your life, just know that muddiness is clearing out so that you'll be able to see beyond just right here very soon, Jonathan. What else does Spirit want Jonathan to know? We've got here refinement with the Dahlia, and we've got the number 42, which adds up to 6. This is a number all about balance. And with this refinement here, I'm feeling like you're going to be balancing out your day-to-day routines, or maybe just the way that you have your schedule set up. Maybe you feel like it's all or nothing, like so much is going on or nothing's going on, and there's never anything in between. You're really balancing a lot of things out in your life, or even just spending time with certain people. There's the sign of Virgo right here. So if you're a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or you have a Virgo in your life, this could be talking about refining your relationship with that person, or just even refining your own habits, just the way that you show up in your own life, refining your health as well. We've got a mortar pestle here with some leaves in there. So maybe just looking into more holistic or natural ways to improve your health would really help you gain that clarity. And, health and clarity together, that could have to do with eyesight. So if you have been having like blurry vision or anything like that, maybe get that checked out, or just ask your own guides and angels, like, what does this mean for me? I don't know. That was just an extra little message there. I don't know if that even pertains or what's going on. Or maybe your like prescription, if you have glasses or contacts, maybe that has changed. What is sun, moon, and rising mean in astrology? Okay, so when you're born, you get assigned whatever sign is coming up on the horizon at the moment you're born. That is called your rising sign, and that will be placed in your first house. And that chart will then be drawn. If it's coming up in Libra, like it was at the time of my birth, Libra would be my first house, Scorpio second, Sagittarius third, and so on, all the way up to Virgo in the 12th, and then starting back to Libra the first again. And of course, your sun, moon, and moon, wherever, the moment you were born, it's like you're taking a snapshot of where the sun location, the moon location, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, all of that, you're taking a snapshot of where those were. So if you guys don't know your own birth chart, you can go search free birth chart calculator and learn a lot about yourself through astrology, either Western or Vedic. I think there's a lot that you can learn from either of those. I personally prefer Vedic astrology because it's more ancient, and to me, it does track the actual location of the stars in the sky. So when you look up to the eye of the bull, that star Aldebaran In Western astrology, it's considered Gemini, even though when you look in the sky, you can clearly see Aldebaran is in that constellation of Taurus, which it is in the constellation of Taurus in Vedic astrology. That's why, to me, it's so important that I personally follow Vedic astrology. Okay, so for Jonathan's love, anything Spirit wants Jonathan to know in his love life or about love. Let's finish this up for Jonathan about love. Ooh, we have here passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So to me, this is all about having a passion for life. Just being, and there's that playfulness card too. Just having a passion for life. Just allowing yourself to try things. Maybe with that refinement here, Jonathan, this is you trying new things. Maybe you're learning a new skill, or going to new places, trying new restaurants. I mean, it could be as simple as going to a different restaurant that if you have like a local favorite or a local watering hole, going to a different one just to put your energy, shake up the energy a little bit. And I have a feeling if you're able to do that and get in a more playful mindset, you're actually going to be able to meet someone who you become very passionate about, and vice versa. They're going to be very passionate about you as well. So beautiful message. And again, the timelines, I'm not really doing time frames on my channel anymore, just because things change so quickly when we make a new decision that it completely shifts the timeline. So just know that the decisions you make or don't make will stretch time like a rubber band. It could happen sooner or later, depending on decisions we all make or don't make. So use your intuition on when this could be happening for you, Jonathan. But I hope that resonated for you. And thanks again for your lovely donation. And JVW says, I don't know what to do. Creativity. So are you asking about the reading I just did, or maybe clarify that for me, JVW, what you don't know what to do about? Thank you so much. It's perfect. Awesome. Well, I'm glad it resonated for you, Jonathan. You have a beautiful, blessed day. All right. So yeah, timelines shift quicker than we think. And especially in this energy we've had lately, it's like the more time passes, things shift even faster. It's like we're just like a snowball rolling down the hill. And as we gain more and more, we're gaining more momentum, and time is speeding up and things are shifting quicker, and so much is going on. Even though some of us feel like nothing's happening, I feel very stuck. But really, with the timelines and the way things are happening on this planet, the energy, things are happening quick right now, you guys. Spirit coming through. Creativity, is that what you're talking about? Spirit coming through. You don't know what to do to get Spirit to come through? I think I'm so confused on your question there, JVW. But if you clarify your question, I can see if I can pull a card and help you not be so confused as to not knowing what to do. Because you did send me more money. That was so sweet of you. Never expected, but always, always appreciated, you guys. Yeah, there's sometimes I can almost feel like time is just crawling by. And a lot of times that happens when I need it to go fast. But when I need it to go fast, or when I want it to slow down, a lot of times it just speeds right up. But I think our perspective is kind of in the mix there as well. So yes, thank you, thank you. Okay, so you just want clarity on, you don't know what to do about creativity, Spirit coming through. Hello, RM, I hope you're doing well. All right, let's get some clarity for JVW. I'm still kind of unclear on what your actual question is. Just the fact that you're maybe a little confused, or you don't really know what to do or where to go from here. Would that be something I should ask? Just let me know, JVW, what question you want me to ask the cards, so that I'm sure Spirit knows exactly what you need asked. But sometimes if you ask exactly what you want, you'll get it better than me trying to stumble through it. So ask me the exact question you want to know to clarify or to end any confusion you have here. Woo, something's coming in hot. Well, we've got the Justice card coming in. Might be a prominent Libra in your life, or you just trying to balance things, or just to try to know, what direction to go. Because look, they've got blinders on. They can't see. So it's almost like removing that blindfold and trying to see past the current situation. Whoa. So JVW, if you had a specific question to clarify, I can absolutely lean into that for you. Oh, RM wants a 211 card. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get RM a 211 card. Here's a 211 card for RM. Do what you love. So if you've especially been working a lot or not having very much fun in your life, do something that you enjoy, something that you love. Even if you did it yesterday, do it again today. Like, that'll really help raise your vibration. So do something you love. All right, I'm not seeing JVW back. So I guess we'll just see if Spirit knows what she wants to ask. What is JVW trying to ask us, Spirit? And any advice you have for her? She doesn't know what to do. Yes, love in any form does raise our vibration up. You're absolutely right. All right, for JVW, any card. Pick a card, any card. Here we are. We've got the Hermit in reverse. So this is all about putting yourself out there again. I think we had talked about, I can't remember, it's been a minute. When I channel, sometimes that information goes right through me and I don't even catch on to it. And other times I get with it right away. So I'm going to have to scroll back up and remember. Oh yeah, the guides. And yeah, that's okay. Okay, now they're showing me. Because you got the Hermit card from this deck here. And now you're getting Hermit in reverse. So this is to say that when you dive into that introspective mode for yourself, you're going to get the answers you seek. And then you're going to come out of that little cave of hermitude, solitude. It's a word I made up here on my channel. You're going to come out of that with this clarity and balance in your life and just knowing what to do and where to go from here. And anything that you felt was out of balance or any injustices you've had going on in your life, you're gonna, JVW, you're gonna see those wrongs are righted or at least justice being served in some way in your life. So however that resonated, I hope you got the message. I haven't seen you comment for a hot minute. So hopefully you're here and you got your message and hopefully that clarified what you were wanting to know. But you're bringing more balance into your life. As a result of you going into that introspection, you're gonna then be able to come out of that cave and show up in the world. All right. I think I'm going to do a quick little wrap-up collective message for all of us. I'm going to get a surrender card. With all this energy and these timelines shifting so quickly, what is it we can surrender to in our lives? What can we surrender? What do we need to know? Okay, we have surrender to wonder and awe. I love this. So it says here, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So just having that childlike sense of wonder and just going with the flow of life. This is what we can surrender to. And I'm so happy for us because I need a little wonder and awe in my life because I've been feeling just like there's just not enough time and I'm so busy and I still can't get all the things done that I need to do. And those of you who, I think it's a collective energy because I know a couple other friends that have been feeling this way. Let's feel into this. Let's get another card from the angels and ancestors about this just kind of, I have so much to do but can't get it all done energy that a lot of us have been feeling. All right, what do we need to know about this energy? Yeah, winter, take care of your needs. It'll all get done, Amanda and others. It'll all get done. What needs to get done will get done when it's needing to get done. So winter is that time to kind of pull back that energy, kind of go into the cave and do that more introspective. And then spring and summer are more those times to, put yourself out there and go and do the things. And it's interesting, at least where I'm at in the world, we're in summertime, we're getting a winter card. So it's almost like a contradictory message for some of us. It's like, well, it's summertime. I should be out there doing things and getting stuff done. And, and it's almost like the more we push to try to get one more thing ticked off that to-do list, the harder even one more thing is. I've noticed that with my own stuff. It's like the more I stack up my to-do list for the day, and I maybe only get 2 or 3 things crossed off of it, it really only just brings me down vibrationally, like, man, I'm just not getting anything done. And so it's almost like, okay, now Spirit's showing us we could put our 3 top priorities for the day. What are those 3 top priorities? And then if we get all those 3 things done, then feel that you can maybe try to get 1 more thing done. But after that, don't try to force yourself to do more than you're capable of. And also we have magical blessings coming in as well. So whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So if you feel on top of your game and you want to help someone out with a compliment or, a helping hand of some sort, don't be afraid to do that, because you could really be such a blessing in someone else's life. And maybe some of you are getting this blessing from someone in your life. And you're just like, wow, I can barely keep my head above water. I'm so busy. And my mom offered to come and fold my laundry. Like, something as simple as that can make a world of difference in our lives, So don't block your blessings, I just heard as well. If someone's offering to help you in some way, take them up on that offer. And if you're one of those people that's like, oh, I don't want to accept help. I take too much from other people. I don't want to. If you're like that and you're feeling that way, just think, well, okay, this person does this for me, then later on I'll get them back. I will, do something nice for them later. If you want to keep tabs and make sure you're equal exchange of energy, but Spirit's like, you don't have to do that. But if that makes you feel comfortable with accepting someone else's help in the moment, then do it. Then allow yourself to do that. Because yes, we are just constantly exchanging energy with our each other and the universe anyway. So we always will get them back anyway, in a good way. Not like, oh, I'm going to get you back. I'm meaning that in a very nice way. All right, guys, it is so hot in this room. I'm feeling a little loopy, and I'm glad that I got everything taken care of in under 2 hours today. I'm proud of me that I could do that. And yes, this will not be our regular Saturday MO, but those of you who've been missing the Woo Woo Wednesday, I will be back on Wednesday at my normal scheduled time that was going on before April hit with the kids baseball season. So I will be back on Woo Woo Wednesdays. We'll probably be taking just the first 10 donations that day, because sometimes I'm up till almost 11 p.m. doing readings, and I want to make sure I'm practicing what I preach over here with self-care and making sure I'm taking care of myself as well, and doing just 10 readings on Wednesdays, and then Saturday I'll kind of be our free-for-all where we just do whatever. But it was either me only take 10 readings today or not go on at all, because I have so much to do. But again, everything that needs done will get done. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I have not filmed it yet, but on Monday on my main channel, link for that is the first thing linked in the description. I will have a message from your future self going live on my main channel, link in the description. So look out for that. And then I think Thursday, the reading going live over there will be what are my spiritual gifts? And yes, I already have a what are my spiritual gifts pick a card over on that channel, but Spirit says that there have been a lot of new gifts coming online for a lot of people, so they want me to do an updated version of that, so be on the lookout for that on Thursday. If God willing, I can get it filmed on Monday, then it will be, or Tuesday or Wednesday, anytime before Thursday when it goes live. If I can get it edited or filmed, edited, the thumbnail made, the description and all the information, and have it uploaded, then it will be there for you on Thursday. But if not, I'm just going to take it the fact that it was not divinely in line with what needs to happen. So I'm not trying to beat myself up if somehow I have to miss an upload just to catch up on my life. But again, if I have to scale back for a little bit, I can catch up and show up back again for you guys later. But I love you guys. It was so good hanging out with you. And I just want to say thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative Live, and also over on my main channel, The Done Creative, where I have literally hundreds of pick card readings that you can go do right now if you choose. Link for that channel is in the top of the description box of this video. And also I have a playlist of 28 intuitive exercises where you can go test your intuition. It's more of like an ESP kind of intuition rather than feeling your own feelings kind of intuition. But I'm looking at ways I can make it more that kind of intuition in these exercises. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably be hitting again in August at this point because I'm so behind on all the other things. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And don't feel so overwhelmed. I will try to take my own advice. But I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you. Bye.